Sure, you think about Necrophos, and most people now at this point, they're starting to know that your biggest damage dealer is Heartstopper. Sure, you're a cleanup killer, which is excellent versus the Bristle, which is probably what we'll see him used for mostly, but that constant tick of damage is very annoying for a Bristle. And they do actually also have combos. This is, we're going to talk for way later down the line, but they have potential for a Shadow Demon to get Aghanims, and that applies a break, so they have other ways to deal with the Bristle too. And they have Soul Catcher. They've got tools to deal with it. Then on the side of Secret, they have a lot of ways to make moves around the map quickly. Between Spirit Breaker and Ember, you can constantly make aggressive plays all over the place, and I feel like that's where VP could suffer a little bit here. They're a little bit more slow moving until that Centaur gets online.
So, nice little play there from mid one. Sitting in the trees does dispel that smoke.
Is that the dude?
From VP.
He does have the dude.
No,
Look at that.
The dude abides.
The dude abides.
And what's his name again? Is that Hank?
The sad guy?
No, the old guy.
Who always looks sad.
Yeah, well, even when he's smiling.
Yeah,
is his name
guy.
Hank?
I think you might be right.
Is it Hank?
Know your meme.
I can't. Yeah, I feel really bad for not knowing that lad's name.
You should.
He is a legend.
So here we do have we've seen this before from VP. We have a 5-position Omni Knight. So in this game, he's got some...
oh, it's Harold!
It's Harold, you're right.
It's Harold.
Good call.
It's Harold.
Good call.
I just remembered.
That's definitely way better. That sounds right.
Anyway, sorry, continue. Position 5 Omni.
Position 5 Omni, they've got... there was one that I was going to mention that was important, and now I don't remember it. The Guardian Angel versus Wyvern Curse. I think that was the one I was thinking of.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, because the AoE is massive. You can protect whoever gets cursed pretty easily with that one. He also, of course, we have status resist for status resist going to be coming out. We have Heavenly Grace versus Bulldoze in some situations. That's going to happen.
If you have an Ether Lens on the Shadow Demon, can you still disrupt the Winter's Curse target without getting in range of it?
I think you do it before. You can do it without it.
Oh, there you go. So that's nice.
Yeah, they already have the SD to save anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've got saves to boot, and the thing is, when you look at Secret's lineup, the Cold Embrace was a save, but then Reaper Cypher's going to get thrown into the mix, so it's a little less of a save. You know what I mean? And unless you can sort of get it out before the sort of the start of the physical damage comes out from the Sven, then sure it will still help, but you got to watch out. If any sort of targets lined up, no one's going to be in with the Reaper Scythe, they're going to be off the map.
Yeah. You see some creep manipulation by Puppey. Their bottom lane. They can't really do. I mean, there's nothing really. This is a dual melee versus a dual melee. This is quite a boring one we've got going on in the bottom lane. Bristleback and Spirit Breaker versus Sven and Omni. Unlikely that people will die unless there's some rotation coming in or people just getting really out of position. As Solo will come over there.
This is just
easy
XP for Zai though.
Yeah.
Taking all these lane creeps.
He's trying to get any type of denies if he can, but could not.
Yeah, mid lane at the moment very even.
Yeah, very even.
Between the two of them. No one still with that salve ready to go, getting the double nulls out. Making sure he has that good right click to really contest that at the melee farm of this Ember.
They're putting a lot of pressure on top right now. As I say that, he gets 3 last hits.
I mean, this mid lane is pretty much a lane where neither of these heroes should die, right?
Neither should die. I think Necrophos overall starts to get to a point where he can. I mean, you just full sustain and you keep spamming, so you end up like out sustaining the Ember quite heavily.
Sure. So the frustration could come into play if you get a little too hot-headed as the Ember.
Yeah, Necro should still win that one. I don't know how. Maybe now with like the new slight. I've seen the matchup before when people used to always go the Nisha.
That's the thing with this. He's just level 2, so no rage.
He needs 2 more stacks. Needs 1 more. It's not enough.
Just try and pop it, and Roger's now in a bit of a tricky position. He's got a disruption. He has got a TP if he wants to just TP out of there, but he's going to go for an ult for the Jukes instead. Yapso tries to get a Splinter blast off the illusions. Roger's already out of there. Salve will be cancelled, but he got a good amount of usage out of it before, so...
So, yeah, Necro I mean, that matchup used to be very Necro favored. I was thinking maybe with the Ember new slight build that people are doing, maybe it's a little bit different, but it doesn't seem to be. It looks like Necro's still taking over.
Ahead.
Yeah, he's taking over the matchup.
We'll go down bottom. Ramses farming just fine, and of course Zai with that early skip of the lane. He's got the good levels, level 4. Won't feel threatened too much, and should be able to do a good job of contesting the farm of the Sven down hit.
Yeah, it's cool that Ramses, I mean, we see this a lot, but picks up a chainmail in this game. Sure, he'll build into the phase boot, but early game, this is just to be able to protect him from coil spray damage. Just that little bit of extra armor rather than having like boots, because boots are really not going to do anything in that lane anyway. He just needs to mitigate the damage taken.
That's a lot of value, these early armor items.
Yeah.
For how much they cost compared to sort of what you would pay for the equivalent in HP.
Yeah, and you're eventually turning them into phase boots anyway now as Sven. So you're going to go your brown boot Midas more than likely into your phase boot Echo Saber. Very nice there by Roger.
Top lane Nisha, certainly not getting sort of the free farm lane he had on his lifestealer in game 1.
No,
of course, again, that they did still go on to lose, but a game where he had a free and healthy start this time round. Pressure's on, only 14 CS. It's lacking behind that of Ramsey's on the other side of the map with 24.
DD Breaker. The very intense match right now that we have between the Spirit Breaker and the Omni Knight.
They're taking turns to run each other down.
Walking at each other.
This mid lane.
He uses the glyph to try to put the pressure onto mid one there.
We'll be a little worried once no one hits that level 6 before mid one.
Mm-hmm.
If no one can keep the denies high, which he is doing so. So he will have that 6 before mid one does, and therefore have that period where mid one's got to be very careful how he plays around in the lane. Anytime that he's kept low health, but you can imagine that we will see backup come in on that mid lane at that point if they want to keep mid one in position. Otherwise, he'll have to head to the neutrals or even start to make those movements. Ember, just like the Monkey King, still a hero that mid one can get active on very early.
Yeah, I mean, it's mid one. Mid one is, I think, probably the most aggressive mid player now. In the past, I've always said Sumail was because he just like sits on people's high grounds, but mid one just, even when he's like super underfarmed, he goes for these crazy places. Bounty runes come out. They will be able to, Puppey picks it up before the stun connects there.
Ramses will be able to head over though and grab the other, therefore taking the advantage, the 3 of them for VP.
Mm-hmm. As they're already having good lanes, right? They have bottom lane free farming, they have mid lane dominating, and top lane the Centaur's having a good start versus lifesteal. He slowed him down decently. You see Nisha is affected as you were talking about.
And he's getting just as much a farm as Nisha.
And now no one can even, surprised no one's actually making a move toward, okay they are, Roger's making the move now.
Yeah, this is what I want to go.
Yeah, catapult wave, you've got a Necrophos who's dominating the lane, you want to make a move here. You may be able to catch a kill here, or you can just look to put more pressure on the tower. Mid one, trying to bait it.
He has got the Flame Guard. One Death Pulse has been in to take a bit of it down. But yeah, as soon as that Flame Guard wears off, a Death Pulse and a Reapers could cause a lot of issues. And yeah, mid one, he's going to head to a neutral, make sure he can get at least the 6 online before he comes back and starts to play around in lane.
Yeah, looks like Roger decided he just was going to place a ward instead. For usual situations, if you have like a stun or something, that rotation's natural, but an SD Necro combo is like, it's not so natural, as no one makes the invasive play. He knows mid one's going to jungle.
He was trying to stack it up mid one, and he got the stack, but no one's able to take a bit off from it. He's going to continue to wrap around, and now no one actually has the high ground.
He's going to get him here.
Reaper's side. That's it. He's done the numbers. He did the damage. And catching him off guard. I mean, I can only imagine mid one saw no one walk up onto that high ground. Maybe thought he was just going to sit and farm the camp that mid one had stacked, but no, he went for the whole walk around.
I mean, he's got a ward, right? Roger has double ward vision there, so they saw the low HP Ember. No one just got given a free kill, really. And it was not even mid one's fault, really. He didn't expect.
Look at the difference in farm. I mean, 1,600 net worth on mid one, 3,600 on no one. At 6 minutes in, already a 2K gold lead in this mid matchup for no one.
That looks like that's how the matchup was before, and it looks like it continues to be so. Necrophos versus that Ember is just way too difficult this top. Nisha, this Retaliate, it's built up. He's got 13 stacks.
He's trying his best to juke it around. Does pop us out, but there's the stun. Comes in after the rage. One more right click will do it, and VP, they'll shut down Nisha as well. Lifestealer's dead and gone. Puppey will attempt for a counterplay as he charges forward. Him and Yapso looking towards Roger, but they don't have the damage or the control. Roger's more than fine, and VP getting the 2 biggest kills on the map here in the first 7 minutes of play.
Already a 2K gold lead too, 1.8 or whatever it is right now. It's swinging a little bit back and forth as mid one. He's just gonna have to jungle. They're giving Yaptor the lane, and I think VP's very happy with the way this one started in the first 8 minutes. They've got a Sven free farming. They're gonna be able to just stack up camps freely with their supports for that Sven to keep enabling himself and leveling.
Up top, Secret.
Anisha again, trying to get aggressive. But Pasha, he went phase boots, and he's just turning and hitting him back.
Anisha also just realizing that at some points it's better to just turn and hit back himself with the lifesteal against that high HP target.
Just like you're getting your life back, but then in the long run, you're like, damn, I'm giving him those Retaliate stacks.
Secret definitely had a bit of a warrior in terms of the fact that they need to make something happen. This mid lane, they're starting to bring more attention up towards him, but you're level 8.
He's got the buckler already. He's going to go for the early mech.
And this tier 1, it's just dying to this solo Necrophos.
Mid one only level 6. Just
brown boots in a ball.
Trying to farm. Yeah, he's got a stack here for himself too. He's going to try to efficiency farm it with that Flame Garden, doing both camps.
We'll see an attempt on the tower denial potentially by Yapso. And Solo's here as well to make sure that no one can very confidently stand his ground.
They're trying so hard. Same thing, right? We talked about earlier. Just this tier 1. Keep it alive as long as possible.
I mean, yeah, as soon as he charges in, Grace is there, and you cannot touch this Necrophos. You cannot touch him now. I mean, you're going to be able to touch him at any point of the game if they keep ahead like this.
A Heavenly Grace Necro with a mech.
He doesn't die.
The damage already, on looking at Secret, is very low. They don't have like this big burst damage. Who's their burst? Their biggest burst is their triple remnant or their splinter blast. That's their burst damage, or an infest, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean,
not the burst.
What point will they have the burst? I mean, you know that there's Lifesteal. Nisha's not going to go. He's going to go for something probably like the Midas into something still. It's not going to be sort of an armlet rush or anything that's going to allow him to be active early.
Well, definitely concerned for them trying to kill this Necrophos at most stages of the game, and it's not just not going to be now. Maybe okay. He's isolated a bit far up. Solo's still behind him.
With Solo by his side, he should be fine.
Stampede.
He could just run his way out of that. No extra hold down from Secret. As, yeah, we're noting this is another game where stun's certainly lacking on Secret. Only really what the chains, the root chase. Yeah, I guess they've got more than what they had in game one, but it's still not great. A lot of run away, and as we said, a lot of save from VP. This Omni Shadow Demon. Yeah, I mean, even sort of you consider all 5 heroes have a way to play their ways out of things. You know, go whether it be the Warcry, the Heavenly Grace, the Guardian Angel, the Ghost Shroud, the Stampede, the Disruption. There's so much that sort of throws a spanner into the works that whenever Secret try and make a play, and as you mentioned, Secret already don't have that much to make plays with in terms of damage. It's not there.
They're limited for sure. And Nisha now gonna get stunned up here too, and he's just dead to Reaper. He's dead for the extra time too. 43 seconds. It's for 4 kills. It's a disaster for Secret.
It looks so tough for Secret.
This last pick, Necro, it just is.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, it's completely opened up the whole game. Mid tower's taken. He's gonna go take every single tower now. We already said they pretty much can't kill him unless they bring everybody. Yeah. He's got the mech finished. It's coming on the courier. And he's got, like you mentioned, there's more than just him. He's got a Heavenly Grace that can get put on him. He's got Stampede, he's got saves, Warcry. There's so many buffs up for this Necrophos. This is really problematic for Secret. They're gonna need some big combos coming out here because this looks like they're gonna lose all their towers very early.
As we said in the past, you know, Secret, this does sometimes happen. They have these drafts that look like, what the hell are they gonna do with it? And then they do something with it. This is going to have to be one of those games, because looking at the moment, you see what VP has, and it just seems like every aspect of their draft has answered anything that Secret can try and do.
Yeah. Like mid one has to go absolutely crazy somehow, and Zai has to somehow become unkillable.
Let's see what they got. They're going to have a little shot here as they're going on to the 2 of them, but the turns there with the 2 stuns. They have a Winter's Curse, but there's the disruption. Roger's able to easily walk in. Keep no one alive for a little bit. Puppey will charge across, but look at these heals, the death pulses, the mechanism. It just keeps VP alive. Zai, the bristle back. He's going back to the grave. Death for 30. As VP just overrun any attempt from Secret to start a play. Stone will be dodged. Well, at least be postponed a little bit by mid one as he heads to the side. Another remnant is there. As Roger will try to sort of split him away, just render mid one useless for this portion of the game, portion of the fight.
They can't do anything to this, though. Mid one's trying to pop Flame Guard, but they're all rallied up. They've still got their... He's only level 5 Omni. The charges are starting to come through. The creep wave is gone.
But it's not a charge that they're going to continue with.
No, look at Pasha.
You cannot fight this.
Himself.
Like, Puppey, there's no way Puppey goes for this.
2,000 health on Centaur with Heavenly Grace. And he's got 13 Retaliates waiting for the play.
Bottom lane.
And even a deny.
A tower deny. It's all looking VP at the moment, 12 minutes into this game.
Yeah. Secret, man. Trying to think of ways for them to bring it back. They want to try to rally around Zai, but they can't really rally around Zai because there's a Necrophos in the game who's a good hero versus him because of that big burst damage, and they've got Soul Catcher. So it just makes that Bristle look so much weaker. And like we said, there's no damage for Necrophos. Like, he is a huge problem, and he's going to have Greaves soon on top of that mech. Finished over the mech.
There's only one thing for this. It's time for the 5 Dagon strat. It might be the only way, Fogged. Whereas this man he's not dying. None of them are.
They're just, I mean, they just have to stall. For how bad these lanes went, stall, hope for the best with Lifestealer, because he's not going to be a hero for a long time.
The best doesn't look that good at the moment.
He's not going to be going and committing for Radiance, though. He's just going to go Midas into armor. He knows he has to fight early.
That's the only way. Then maybe they have a chance of killing a Shadow Demon that's already used Disruption.
There's so many saves.
Yeah.
There is just so
many.
They're
so many early item timings. And Ramses, Midas, Echo Saber's going to be done 14 minutes in. Very quick timing on the Sven.
Yep.
And as we say, this final pick, Necrophos, and the performance from no one in the mid lane. It's just putting them far, far ahead as bottom. Zai.
He has a haste in the bottle, but there's an SD there. He can just purge it off if he chooses to, and he's actually just trapped.
There's no escape. There's no escape for Zai. He's gone as well, and at 13 minutes in, all 3 cores have felt the wrath of no one's Scythe.
Yep. And you can just see the way that they're playing. Roger's skill build also just tells you this is the killing bristleback build. He maxed Soul Catcher. He's got 1-4-2, I believe, in his skill build at the moment. Just keep walking at lanes.
We'll see top, charge from Puppey, but
Solo's already there as the Omni. This is the,
this could be a game where I don't know if Secret's gonna get a single kill. They might not get a single kill, Giannis.
I feel like they're gonna get one of the supports on the retreat, but
okay.
a core kill.
We'll see.
Core kill, I can agree with you there. Getting a core kill might not happen at this rate.
It may seem early, but
there's no damage.
Looking at what we're seeing here.
There's no damage, and there's no like big wombo combo magic damage kind of team fight thing. Sure, you have like some Wyvern curse, but where's your follow-up? Your follow-up afterwards is just going to be like some slight chains after the curse ends. It's not like you have some like Ice Path or Burrow Strike or something to follow up and give you some follow-up stuns and disables. It's just going to be a curse. The charge is there. That's the one thing they could use, but
he's down
as
on
for
the
the core
ground
heroes, there's not.
So they're almost sort of taunting them.
Yes, like he's just
the position 5 just chilling on the high.
He has got Heavenly Grace, so he's got the status resistance. They can't actually kill. They can't kill this guy.
And he's got a Necrophos by his side with a full Greaves and that Death Pulse heal.
Finish up tier 2 top. Go tier 2 mid. That looks like it's probably the goal here for VP. I'm looking at Solo's items, and who needs Arcane Boots when you've got quad mangoes to make sure you've got spells? He's got to get base wards. Does this mean that they're just going to go knock on high ground right now? I think VP might just knock on high ground.
I think they should. What's going to stop him at this point? I mean, is he mid one desperately trying to farm up his first sort of big item?
They see Secret pretty far out in the mid lane from first. They want to try to make a play here.
They don't have Reaper Scythe. They're within 10 seconds. Cold Embrace will be there to keep Zai a little bit safe. The rest of Secret, that's entirely split up. There's very little ways they can help one another. Winter's Curse having to be used just solely on Pasha to hold him down. Zai, he's still stuck in the river. The timing's going to be there. No one's going to have Reaper Scythe back available very soon, I can only imagine. He's got it. There is there. He doesn't even get a chance to get it off. Zai dies that quickly. They'll turn towards Puppey. As Puppey, they'll chase him down. Pasha looking to get on top of him. He'll turn, stuns there. He's gone as well. No one, of course, does not need to use the Reaper Scythe. He's saving it for something bigger. 8-0, 6k gold. I mean, what happened you've got to attribute a lot of this down to the draft. Right?
Absolutely.
It's so far, obviously, it's a crazy world. Things could turn on their heads. Maybe Secret does the impossible, but at the moment, looking at this, it looks like sort of Secret really shot themselves in the foot with this draft.
I completely agree. I see this, and I look, I date myself back 2 years ago when we were at EPICENTER at this tournament, and Necrophos, Sven, and Bristleback were the top picks at that tournament. And they literally got the 2 counters to the Bristle on their team for VP.
Let's see, because there's GA, there's everything that VP have here. And of course, he still has a scythe. So Secret, if anyone gets low, they have to get out of the fight.
Ramses walks up. They're trying to keep throwing some poke plays by the Slight, but yeah, now with Warcry, just unable to. But yeah, Necrophos and Sven were looked at as the Bristleback like hard counters 2 years ago, and things have not changed that much. I mean, they have, but not where heroes just get straight countered. Even if Heartstopper was reduced, it's just about that Reaper.
Anisha still trying to keep his head in the game, get that farm on Lifestealer.
I mean, VP just continuing to stack Ancients, have absolute free control of this one.
I mean, what's Ramses here? What rushing the Halberd?
Is he gonna go Halberd, or is he just gonna go S&Y maybe?
I think surely Halberd's appealing, right? Or would you prefer S&Y? You don't care about them hitting you. They're not doing any damage anyway.
I mean, I don't think they're hitting you anyway. Yeah, I think you could just do the S&Y this game, and they can just close it with the stat build. We'll see. It's not like he's versus any like ranged carry, right? He's versus like a bunch of heroes that don't really like. I mean, like Lifestealer, Halberding a Lifestealer. Halberding out Ember doesn't do too much. Yeah, he's queued up S&Y.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's just like I think they're probably feeling like push, we can end this game pretty soon.
Chase.
We can maybe take a fight, get a Roche, go high ground, GG. Yeah. They're in such a commanding position.
Let's see. Maelstrom is now done on mid one.
So it's something. That gives them at least some damage, because they don't have any besides that at the moment.
But it's just so many heals. So many heals on VP.
Yeah. Crazy sustain and crazy damage mitigation too. Just Omni Knight just gonna keep throwing this Heavenly Grace, and when you're Heavenly Graced, of course, as Sven, not only is your ult better, but your Warcry is also better, because you've got this bonus strength and all that too for mid, so.
And Roshan, why not?
Yep.
I mean, why not? Secret's not going to be able to do anything about this. I mean, it has been scanned.
But how do they fight that?
I mean, potentially, mid one can go for an Aegis steal. Get a Remnant in, get a Remnant out. But it's risky, it's hard, but maybe they've got to do that at this point.
He can poke at them a lot. He's able to get a good amount of slight chains here. Okay. Let's see what they can make of it.
Spooking them a little bit. Actually, Pasha using this. They found Zai.
Oh my God, they're just looking for the catch.
Zai is on the total opposite side of the pit to the rest of the team. Soul Catcher, Reaper Scythe, is it enough?
He's alive.
Zai will live. For now, they're still chasing. Winter's Curse will hold them back, but the GA is already out, so no damage has been done. See if they can find anything. No one is low on mana, but he has 15 1 charges available. Ramsey's continuing to chase. He's on top of Puppey. One more hit should do it, but no, Puppey gets the charge off. With the stick charges, he's out of there. Zai's still being chased. They do get the chains onto Pasha. Pasha could potentially die here. He's falling in love with the Heavenly Grace. He's getting out of there. He's a safety, and Yapzor is not. Surrounded, dead, nobody dying on VP. Secret, they'll try their best to force a fight around the pit. VP, can they go back in and finish it off, though? That's the question. A little on health and mana, some of them, but just kidding. Their heals are out. Greaves.
Yeah, full back.
It's all there. They're back into the pit.
The poke keeps coming him out. It's frustrating them a little bit here. They're resetting. I mean, they used absolutely everything in that last team fight on the side of VP. But they were able to keep everybody alive again. I thought for a second we might see a core go down.
It was close. Someone's going to die.
It's very close. There's good play. Oh, disruption.
Oh, that's a report for Roger. Disrupting and then the stun. Shadow Demon.
Don't think they kill him anyway.
I was going to say, we'll give it to mid one. He would have Remnant dodged the stun anyway.
Yeah. I don't think they kill him even if it connects, so.
Yeah.
Back into the pit. Mid one.
I mean, you see no one just standing his ground out here on his own, trying to keep them away. He's got Greaves.
Full HP, full mana. Boom. Ghost Shroud with sticks.
Cannot kill this man. Yeah. And, I mean, you saw his build as well. After this Roche, he has Relic. He's got Relic.
He's going to have the Relic too.
He'll get Radiance. Then what do you do?
Don't know.
Smoke up and go.
It's looking at just so hard for Secret to take a fight.
Secret's got to get away from this area. There's the Stampede forward. VP charging in. Head first into the jungle as Secret. They've found Zai.
Do they get the disruption? They get the stun.
They got a stun. Have they got Reaper's Scythe back available? They do. Reaper's Scythe just came back online. They'll try and beat Zai down. Zai has Yapzor and Puppey by his side. Zai pretty low at the moment. They have to get the Reapers from the front, really. Otherwise, it will not be enough damage. The Cold Embrace is going to be used. It's going to hold Zai, though, surrounded by all of them. They'll charge forward. Still not quite low enough to drop a Reapers. A Secret, at the back of that charge, they cannot continue to try and fight. They have to make sure that they stick around that tier 2 tower. Sort of bait VP into a potential overcommitment. It's not going to happen, Puppey.
He's trying to charge forward.
That's not a charge you want to go for, as he's, again, sort of a charge and run away. He cannot stick around.
They're trying so hard to defend their towers just to buy Nisha time. They're like, all right, Nisha, I mean, he didn't want to go for Armlet clearly in this game because he's just trying to farm, get that Radiance up. He needs to. Like,
they've got to go for extremities.
They bought some time for him, though, at least. Like, with all these defenses on the side of Secret. Solo walks up.
Walks up, walks out. Has a position 5. He knows that he's in... Oh, maybe he's a little... Oh, Solo.
Nope, he's got stick charges.
Ah, he's good.
Oh!
They killed... Oh, no, they didn't. Wasn't it? Oh, they killed him.
They got him, okay.
They got him. Secret got a kill.
That was almost not one. Zai still getting chased. Ramsey's trying to cleave Yapzor. Doesn't work, though. Puppey this time, though, will be the target. No one's getting a little bit sick of holding it.
Solo ruining the kills. It's one kill for Secret. Maybe that's the motivation and drive they need to make a comeback.
It's like
probably not, but maybe. Solo has shown that there is hope for Secret.
I can't believe he almost lived, too. The Grace almost saved him. He did go for the arm. Oh, sorry. He did go for the arm, and he is going for the Deso build. Wow, so he's just going for the straight physical damage. So this also gives him objective taking, too.
Armlet Deso, then turn up to the fights. We'll see. It's still going to be very hard for him to hit targets.
It is absolutely going to be very difficult for him to hit targets. But when he does, he's going to hit them very hard. And he's got the Nullifier queued up afterwards so he can actually focus the Necrophos. But that is a long, long, long ways away.
See the move here from VP is going to be is we'll split back up to all 3 lanes.
Yep. Keep their farm up because they have, Centaur at least. Pasha has started to fall behind the cores of Secret. Secret's still doing a good job if they're finding their farm. Even though all this is happening, even though this game is 10-1 and it feels very grim for them, they're still finding farm on the cores.
Still 2 minutes for VP to make plays with the Aegis on Ramses. Mid lane, he will jump forward onto Yapso with a newly found Blink Dagger. And that Stampede, they continue to chase on. Yapso has to use the Winter's Curse to hold back that Sven, so that he can get out alive, but he's going to continue to chase. There's another Blink ready to go. There it is, jumps across, finds Yapso, out goes the stun. Cold Embrace will be out in time though. And he's pretty deep here at Ramses. As I say, he has got the Aegis to rely on. The cleave damage will do it though. Yapso is dead and gone. Secret's starting to get split up a little bit. Zai tried to go in on the backlines, but now Ramses can turn him with the remainder of the God Strength doing so much damage to this Bristleback. Zai is dead. 2 gone on Secret. Puppey and Mid1 trying to get involved. Roger will be healed up, kept alive. 3 dead on Secret. And they still struggle to get anything other than that 1 solo kill this game.
Yeah.
As 13-1, 7k lead. VP now ready to push up to high ground. 3 dead on Secret.
You know, I was saying how Pasha was, he was home behind, but the other 2 cores, they are just gods. They literally just running at Secret, no fear. I really like, I mean, Blink is common on Sven, but we've been seeing it less and less often. I think it's perfect this game, just gives them that extra catch, and they've been getting, I think, sick and tired of Secret just poking at them.
Let's have a look mid lane.
Going for Pasha, Warcry's out.
See if Nisha can do much more than half the health. He can't, with the duration of the rage gone, he has to back out immediately. Now they'll jump forward with the slide chains. Ramses trying to commit for the tower. They'll get it. Tier 3's gone. It's taken. 40 seconds left on the Aegis. Drums popped. Secret wanting to chase.
Just keep poking out with them, those slides.
See what they can do here. Another pop of the Warcry, the Greaves.
High ground gets scary. You don't have information up there.
Oh, there's an Arcane Rune top as well. That could do wonders if you get it on no one. That'd be the one they want to grab that and continue to push with.
Mm-hmm. A tip. But tip by Roger. What's the mid one? He's been tipping him a lot. Oh, he just gave him a BM Soul Catcher ulti, I guess.
Let's see. So
Position
yeah, picking up
it.
the items. No one waiting for the opportune time to grab that. They go, oh, they're getting rid of Ramses. Okay, I guess, you know, what more time on the stuns and the war cries.
More frequency of God's Strength for the once it goes down.
Yeah,
it doesn't
I guess
have that
he's
much
sort of more cooldowns to work around.
Yeah.
He feels that he needs to pop and ooh, okay, bottom lane, he just jumps in for Puppey. There's going to be TPs coming in to back him up as Puppey's not alone. Nisha and Zai here as well, looking towards Ramses. Disruption to save him. Roger giving him the help that he needs. On the side, Reaper Scythe used to hold back Mid1. It's not enough damage to kill him off those. Mid1 can remnant away. Puppey will die. Nisha jumps out with the ultimate. They're still trying to run. They're still trying to chase. Zai, he's trying to kill Ramses, but the damage with this God Strength is too much for this Bristleback to sustain, as Zai will be cut down. Double kill for Ramses. A TP out will be successful from Yapso, but he did have to use the Winter's Curse again defensively to give him the chance to get out of there. As another easy, clean pickoff or 2 for VP, as Secret cannot find anything in return.
Yeah, they start to chunk Ramses like with the damage that comes out from the Lifestealer, but he's just got so much status resist too. He's got this S and Y, and I mean, if that's a Satanic too, if he decides to go for it, plus Heavenly Grace, he's going to be sitting, like, he's not going to get disabled at all on this Sven.
Ooh. Chasing for this, he's actually... He's used all his remnants, but will be able to navigate his way back into the base safely, but this base isn't going to be safe for that much longer. As VP, they're onto the racks. Nisha, again, pops the rage, tries to use that little amount of time to get damage done. As soon as that rage ends, he has to run back away. A stun comes out. TP in from Zai, ready to go in on the front lines. Ramses just holding his ground, punching into this Bristleback. Zai already brought down to half health. They've got the full 5-man back up, though, Secret. As VP will respect this and will head back. Still keeping no one presented on the front. Very tanky, but maybe not tanky enough, actually, is no one. He's getting brought down. There's the GA. Have they got any heals? There's the disruption. Disruption from Roger. Keeps him alive, allows him to get off another death pulse. And in fact, it looks like Mid1's been baited in. Mid1's being focused down. The heal comes out from Solo. No one's ready to just charge back in. 20 seconds. Reaper Scythe will be ready to go once more. There'll be a buyback from Mid1. They desperately want to kill off this Necrophos. They've got the focus again, though. Roger. Disruption. No one's still alive. Again, popping the heal. Heavenly Grace. Winter's Curse is there. Is there going to be damage on Ramses to kill him? There's not. He's fine. The Heavenly Grace state of resistance. No one. He's already out of the Winter's Curse. Zai's getting chased on the back of it all. He will be able to get himself far enough away, but no one went in and took down Nisha. That's the big one. Reaper Scythe on Nisha knocks him out for 75 seconds. Zai's dead as well. They cannot kill anybody, apart from Solo, but we'll forget about that. 18-1. VP absolutely steamrolling Secret in this Game 3 when it's got to be the biggest back to the drawing board on this draft for Secret that we've seen in quite a while, as it's just very hard to see where this draft was going to go. Sure, you can attribute quite a fair bit to this final pick of the Necrophos, but even before that, you know, it's not just the Necrophos that's doing it. It's the whole lineup of VP just works like butter against what Secret have.
They've just, it's so much save, so much sustain, and I mean, with this Necrophos on top two, they just had such a successful lane that they're allowed to do this. No one just positions himself in the front. Ramsey's had a free game too, and yeah, they're just finishing this one up. This is impossible for Secret.
And VP, big road for them taking this victory, because this is going to be pushing them incredibly close to what, so this guarantees a top 3 finish. No,
yeah.
They have to win a series later today.
They win this series later.
They got a series later, but a step forward in the top half of this tournament.
That's right. I was like, wait, was it this one? It's not.
I was going to be that would be a very quick
first
road.
game of playoffs.
The upper bracket in our new sort of triple bracket format.
Yeah, and they're looking just, yeah. And now with the Satanic finished on top of SNY, plus, I mean, just having the Grace Ramses, and he'll just have like 90% status resistant for walk-in. This is, yeah. I think the heroes that VP got versus the heroes that, because I think Secret's draft can be fine versus the right lineups, but I think versus what VP has, it just
not against this.
It can't work.
Not against this one.
The Bristleback pick, yeah, he's way too countered.
Oh, they're still in it. Secret holding on.
Yeah, Bristol's too countered, and Lifestealer got shut down too hard in lane, so he's just on this like recovery mode. He's got some decent farm, but you just see he's matched up with the offlaner. These other two are just unbelievably fat, and Puppy's trying to get a wrap around here. He's trying to find these backlines, trying to find the Shadow Demon plus the Omni Knight. Maybe they can look to take one of them out here.
Let's see what they can find. Straight away, they get onto the Shadow Demon. Self-disruption, though, is going to be kept alive. Winter's Curse will be used, but sort of the same time as the rest went in. So not a lot of damage done to Solo. Now the GA comes out. Solo healing and Roger, they'll turn. Reaper Sight down and out onto mid-1. He's still alive. Wasn't quite enough to finish him off, but Ramses is chasing, jumps in, chunks him down with a big hit of the God Strength. As that's mid-1 dead for 75 seconds. No buyback, stuns reflected, but there we have it. GG is called. 20-1, 19k gold lead, 30 minutes in. I was nearly bang on with the sense that Secret wouldn't kill a single person. Solo, he's a nice guy, gave them a bit of mercy, gave them